Freedom. I've been thinking a fair bit about freedom lately, and probably you have been too, because our freedom is something that's being brought into question at the moment. We've been asked to stay away, to stay home. Our freedom to choose some of the things that we could normally choose to do without thinking about it has been taken away. Our freedom to travel, our freedom to socialise, our freedom to do our jobs, to run our business. Some of these things have been taken away. And I guess to some degree, freedom is a matter of perspective in this instance, because we've been asked to do these things, to stay home and stay away in order to stay safe. And I guess whether you see that as a good thing or a bad thing might, one, depend on your circumstances, and two, would also probably depend upon your trust in the people who are asking us to. Whether you believe that they are working for our good or not for our good. I'm not going to make a political statement, that's not what I'm about here today. But it was making me think a bit about something that Jesus said when he walked the earth. And he was trying to explain to us what sort of a God our God is. And Jesus described himself as a gate for the sheep and for the sheepfold. And he was describing himself as a gate which keeps the sheep in, but also as a gate that lets the sheep out. I guess there are probably plenty of times that Christianity, and the church particularly, is seen more as a fence than a gate. Something that's to hold people in, full of rules, people think, and regulations. Now, whilst that's sort of true, it's also Jesus came and specifically came to challenge the idea that what he was about was rules and regulations. In fact, he spent most of his life, his ministry anyway, challenging the religion, the set of rules and regulations which inhibited people's freedom not for their good, but for the good of others. Jesus said, "I am the gate." He said that he's the gate to let the sheep in and out so that they could go to pasture. And he described the reason that he was the gate, and that was that he came to bring abundant life. In other words, he was there not to try and take away the freedom of the sheep, but to be able to truly give the freedom. Here in the Barossa, I guess I was thinking about vines. And I was thinking about how we don't just let the vines go freely. We prune them, we train them. And the reason we do this could feel at the moment that we're doing it like that's removing their freedom to grow how they would naturally grow. But the reality is we do it so that they bear fruit abundantly. Sometimes our freedom can feel restricted. Sometimes we are asked to not do things, or to do things that we don't want to do, rather than just acting a bit like teenagers and rebelling regardless because somebody asked us to do something. Let's push back. I wonder if we might think, what is the reason that we're being asked to do this? Is it for our own good? Is it because we are being cared for. When Jesus asks us to live life a certain way, is it because he's interested in removing our freedom or giving us an abundant life? Friends, it's my hope for you and for me that we can remove enough freedom that we can live abundantly, that we can restrain and discipline ourselves so that we can fully enjoy all that life has to offer.